We had rain move through Philadelphia today. What a surprise, but it's gone. Cloudy skies now. Tarp has come off. And at the bank, we will finish the season series with the Phillies. The Nats are up 10-8. I don't know if Ernie Banks would like this, but I say let's play one tonight, and that's what we're going to do. It's a good pitching matchup, but we have to go back to last night because when we played two, it was the rookie Juan Soto with another version of the Juan Soto show.
Yeah, resilient bunch. They fought, they played hard. It was a team effort to win 2 games. When you talk about the star of the show last night, it was a 19-year-old Juan Soto doing it with lumber and leather. This is probably the best play we've ever seen him made. In a key situation in game 1, he goes over the rail to rob Odubel Herrera and get him out of the batter's box, a guy that was a threat with the game on the line, and then it was all about the bat in game 2. Watch, he's so good he can bowl out of baseballs that make him sit right by the pin as he hits a double down the line. Then it was the home run show. So only teenager in history with 3 multi-home run games in the history of the major leagues. He continues to impress us beyond his years, and I think it's more about him being one of the best players in baseball than being rookie of the year. Every single night, it doesn't matter what the situation is, he shows up and he answers, and I can't believe what he does.
The game-winning homer in the top of the 10th. Nats bullpen would nail it down, but he did put them in a position to win and to sweep the doubleheader. So the roll call of stats and accomplishment for Juan Soto just keeps on rolling. Now, it's not Max against Nola, it's Strasburg. Steven's done great against the Phillies, and maybe the Nats bats tonight could have something to say about who wins the Cy Young a couple of weeks from now.
Yeah, Aaron Nola has been human lately, even though he won his last game out. He's given up 5 home runs in his last 2 starts, 3 against the Cubs and 2 last time out. He's only given up 13 all year, so 5 in the last 2 games. You got to elevate him. He's got that nasty sinker. And for Steven Strasburg, he just beat the Phillies just last month. So we're looking for good things from Steven. He's been getting better every single time out. The fastball velocity a tick better than last time, but it's all about the curveball and the change with him since he's come off the DL.
Yeah, 11-2 career against the Phillies. He's never lost here at the bank. So it's a great pitching matchup. The Nats on getaway night here in Philly. They're going to play the Phillies for one final time. It'll be 19 matchups between these guys before it's back home for one and then on to Atlanta. Bank. There's no better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. And by Night Point Systems. They offer the technology you need when you need it. We have certainly seen our share of rainbows around the eastern seaboard lately. Rain in and out of every market we visit. The Fanatic having fun with crew chief Hunter Wendelstedt, who will be behind the plate tonight. Evidently, they're going at it right away. Maybe not happy about the doubleheader sweep last night. Has anybody ever said more with no words than the Fanatics? Going to be 76 at game time. That's the spirit. But the humidity way up there at 86. We had showers at about 4:15, 4:30 this afternoon. They had the field covered and the rain moved out. Nice evening, but it is muggy. And the flags are blowing in from center field a little bit tonight. Game notes for you. Don't throw Juan Soto a fastball anywhere near home plate, because he'll slug it and he'll do it a lot. The Nats since August 26th. Remember, they got shut out 3 times the games before that. One of those was at the hands of the Phillies. Well, they've made pitchers pay since then, hitting the ball great. Aaron Nola, left-handed batters, you thinking about stacking your lineup against him? He does pretty well against them. FP, let's talk about the updated numbers. In the Cy Young race, Jacob deGrom, he of the great ERA. Max Scherzer, the strikeouts, the wins, everything you could want from an ace. And this kid Nola, who's right behind Max in a whole bunch of categories.
Well, the Nats could take it into their own hands here tonight, right? Knock Aaron Nola around a little bit and do Max, that guy in the middle, a favor, right? 271 strikeouts, so I mean that's just dominating, and it's the best pitcher, right? Aaron Nola's going for 200 here tonight. There's the arsenal. Opponent's hitting 205 against his fastball, 161 against the curve, and 232 against his changeup. 16-4 on the season. We just showed you the ERA. And hits are going to be hard to come by tonight. 196 average against.
Yeah, you would think so. Strasburg's average against is 247. So the Nats are 6th in the league in batting. They're 5th in runs, 5th in home runs. Anthony Rendon has been slugging against the Phillies, driving in runs, scoring them this year. They've kept him a little quiet in this series, 1 for 6, but he has walked 3 times and scored 3 runs. So you look at the top 6 and really 7 in the lineup with Matt Wieters in there. Wilmer Defoe, number 8, little switching at the bottom of the lineup last couple of days because of the double headers. But that's the lineup the Nats will throw at Nola. Washington has won the season series against the Phillies. 5-4 here, 10-8 overall, and Adam Eaton will get things started in just a moment.
Little scrape on the side of his eye. People pay a lot of money for that, so he got one for free last night. Hoskins, Herrera, Williams, the outfield. Crawford, Cabrera on the left side. Hernandez, Santana on the right. So I'm cracking myself up. Jorge Alfaro behind the plate.
Braves came from behind to beat the Giants today, swept them and beat them 2-1. So the Phillies are 7 back. The Nats are 8.5 back. If the Nats keep doing this to Philadelphia, they might just leapfrog them here in the next several days. And interesting note on that game, Johnny Venters got the save for Atlanta. Evidently 7 years ago, his last save was against the Giants as well for Atlanta, his first time around with them. So they've got things going their way. The Nats will try to slow them down this weekend, but business here and against the Cubs tomorrow at home to take care of before we get down to Atlanta. So Ryan Zimmerman, a keen observer. Rail Bird on the third base side. Here we go with Adam Eaton, who's hitting 297 with a 378 on base percentage. And what time is this 7:05 game starting? Looks like 7:09 first pitch. Eaton left side, backing up a bit. Cabrera, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, 5th time they faced Nola this year, 3rd time in a short time. So, I mean, what are you thinking? You've seen the release point. You know he's got the crossfire. I think the big thing on a guy that has the deception that Nola has, it's kind of on top of you. So look for that window. Think about what he did to you last time, and if he was successful, he's going to do it again.
Yeah, it's interesting. His starts against the Nats this year, twice he's gone back-to-back starts. 3-0 record. Trey Turner takes a strike. He's 3 for 19 against Nola. Trey still in the top 10 in hits with 158, 9th most in the National League. Even with a bag, Cabrera at 3rd. Not too deep. Santana right side. Up the middle, and that's a clean knock. Hit that ball so hard it Had almost a little cutting action to it. Maybe it was knuckling because he absolutely squared it up.
Well, there goes a no-hitter. Trey Turner right back up to it. Was knuckling. And I know what you're talking about. Right when it got to the outfield grass, it turned left. Watch this ball hook once it gets to the outfield grass. Look at that. You don't see that very often in center. Usually the ball stays true. So a knuckleball for the first knock.
So Nola against left-handers, 189, 62 out of 328 they are. Bryce has 9 career hits against Aaron, 2 of them home runs.
An interesting dynamic tonight I really want to check out. We can all check it out together. Does Nola go after Bryce Harper, and is all of a sudden Juan Soto the guy they circled not to beat him tonight?
Good question.
Bryce had a tough second game yesterday.
Yeah, 1 for 7 in the series with an RBI, couple of walks. That's close. Turner got back. He's 37 out of 45 stealing.
Caught him in one of those steps where he's trying to extend, and then he had to plant before he went back.
Young umpire John Lipka there at first. Bruce Dreckman could be calling a play at second soon. Mike Estabrook at third. Hunter Wendelstedt, crew chief, 21-year veteran, has the plate. Turner holding. Nola's always had the great curveball ever since he was brand new in the league. 2015 when he went 6-2. So not only the 3-0 record I mentioned against the Nats in the 4 starts, good ERA, good opponent's batting average, okay, better than good, really good. But the Nats are swinging the bats well, and it's an interesting matchup tonight. Flags have turned. Now they're moving toward the left field corner. They were blowing in from the north before the ball game. So that's straight to the west they are moving. This ballpark's kind of interesting. Home plate to center field, straight north.
I don't know if it's been getting dark earlier or the black clouds have been following us around, but it's good hitting here in the top of the first. 17 stolen bases against Nola this year, just 5 caught, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, so against the best base stealer in all of baseball, he's been thrown over there. Inside to Harper, 1-1. Aaron Nola, 40-26 career, his 90th career start, and his 15th against the Nats. 4-4 with a .338 earned run average career. Long look. Harper jacks one deep center field. See you later. Phillies bullpen. Harper's 33rd, 2-0 Nationals. Two balls by Turner and Harper crushed in the first inning.
6 more RBI to 100 for Bryce. Home run number 33. And we told you we came on tonight. He's given up 5 home runs his last 2 starts. 3 against the Cubs, 2 against the Mets, and now 1 here so far against the Nats.
Bryce Harper's 24th career home run against the Phillies. So he's at 33-94 in the power numbers, and here comes Rendon. Curveball misses. So Nola total on the season 14 home runs.
Big hug from his hitting coach.
That one for a strike.
And they decide to go after him. Question answered.
And the fastball at 93 for strike 2. Front door on the breaking ball, and Rendon touches one. Deep left center. That's going to hit just below the 374 mark. 3 consecutive Nationals hitting the ball hard against Nola.
Like curveball just sat there. Anthony let it get deep, and you're wondering, was that back-to-back? Not quite, but Tony two-bagged with another double. And with the base open, do they pitch to Juan Soto? Number 38 on the year for Rendon. Tell you what, this lineup is clicking. Might be running out of time, 8 back with 17 to play, but this is the best they've looked all year.
Soto, long on base streak going, 16 games. And Nola with the curveball. So Aaron Nola gives up an average of a run every other time, but he's given up 2 here. He's had a few first inning issues this year. Soto in the series, 5 out of 8. Quite a doubleheader yesterday.
You know, the lineup's kind of stabilized, and the lineup's kind of stabilized. Everybody healthy. Davey Martinez run the same lineup out there every night. Guys are knowing who's hitting in front of them, who's hitting behind them, how they're going to get pitched. There's a lot of consistency all of a sudden to the offense.
Soto last 2.5 weeks talked about the on-base streak. During that time hitting .393. On-base percentage .486. So he's back over 300, .306 to start the night. And that's a great take.
You want to add on here because guys like Nola settle down after the first. You got him on the ropes right now. You got to take advantage. Easy to say.
Soto 2-1, and he skies one. Ball's got some carry to it. Wynn pushing it over. Herrera has it. Back to second, Rendon, 2 outs.
You see what Rhys Hoskins did? He threw both hands in the air and just backpedaled right to the wall. He got out of Herrera's way because he didn't see the baseball at all. He deferred to his center fielder and got way out of the way. He had no idea. Watch Hoskins, top of your screen. Left fielder. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. You got it.
First inning chance now for Ryan Zimmerman to add on. 1 hit, 1 RBI in this series. 28 driven in. Pardon me, 23, sorry. His last 31 games for a total of 45 on the year. Nola. 4 strikeouts away, as FP mentioned, from 200. He's 4th in the league in strikeouts, 3rd in innings. Behind Max, 2nd in wins, 2nd in ERA. That's behind DeGrom. But the Nats have had their way here in the first inning, and Zimmerman takes one up the middle. Coming around is Anthony Rendon. Herrera, no chance to throw him out. And the Nats put a 3 spot on the board. For Ryan Zimmerman, RBI number 46.
Yeah, 3 spot quick style. You face a guy as much as they faced Nola. We talked about it. You know where the release point is. You know how he's going to work you. You know how he worked you last time. And you're seeing solid at-bats. Nola getting a little more plate than you've seen him in recent starts, even though he's keeping the ball down for the most part. He's not working corners, and that curveball sat there for Rendon and then sat there for Zimmerman.
So 3 of the 4 hits right up the middle. Rendon really the only one to pull it. Bryce's was a slight pull to deep center. So a mound visit early for Rick Kranitz and the number 7 hitter, Matt Wieters. I tell you, man, the offense can help you out when a pitching award is up for stake and you're facing one of the guys competing with your guy. Matt 303 over his last 20 starts. Cesar Hernandez on the shift, short right field. Skies one a mile high up into the twilight. J.P. Crawford, he sees it, he's got it. What a first inning for the Nats, highlighted by a tape measure shot straight away by Bryce Harper. Look at the bat speed, the extension. 3-0 Washington. On the RBI chart, big first inning for the Nats and a big 2-out knock for Ryan Zimmerman to put some icing on that first inning cake. So here's the lineup Steven Strasburg faces. 308 Carlos Santana over the last couple of weeks, hitting some homers. Against the Nats, 2 walks in this series, 1 for 7. He's 2 for 9 against Steven Strasburg. This is the 24th career start for Steven against the Phillies.
Yeah, opponent's hitting 182 against his curve, just 173 against the changeup. 11-2 with a 2.50 and 23 career starts against the Phillies. He's 4-0 in this ballpark with a 1.62 and 9 career starts.
So start number 5 since coming off the disabled list. 1-0 with a 4.5 ERA so far. And he just brings the fastball in at 93. Hernandez showed bunt. Rendon on the move in from third. Cesar Hernandez, couple of hits, 1 RBI, hit by a pitch in the series. And he's got a nice little hitting streak going, 8 for 17 over 4 games. Then the curveball drops in, 0-2.
I think shutdown inning's so key here just for the fact that the Nats snatched one from the Phillies in the 9th last night, down 6-3, won 7-6 and 10. And when you got a team on the ropes, this is like the Nats used to do. They didn't just beat you, they defeated you. They defeated your will to compete, and that's what they've done so well over the years, winning series and sweeping series, and you feel like that has a chance to happen here tonight.
Swing and a miss. Fastball, curveball, fastball, changeup. to start the game.
Yeah, nasty change here with the split action. 89 miles an hour. So Cesar Hernandez has seen them all before, and he saw them all there in one at bat.
There's Rhys Hoskins. Had a good game in game 2 last night. Had 3 hits, couple of doubles, 1 an RBI. Wow, everything for strikes so far except for that one pitch on 0-2 that moved Hernandez back off the plate. Bat just shatters. Here comes Turner. Trey has it. 2 down.
Looked like a sinker in. Trey didn't jump. You see him set himself and throw. That might be the first time I've ever seen that. He knew he had time with Hoskins, getting out of the box slow, set himself and made a nice throw.
The bat boy took the 2 pieces of the bat off the field, but I saw lots of other debris flying off that thing. There's some splinters hidden in the grass. So here's the right fielder, Nick Williams. Couple of hits in the nightcap. Rendon shallow at third. On the infield, the Nats otherwise playing pretty straight up, and there's a breaking ball diving. 0-2.
Good defense tonight for the Nats behind Stevens, Soto, Harper, Eaton as your outfield. Turner, Defoe up the middle, Rendon, Zimmerman at the corners, Matt Wieters catching strikes. I mean, this is a tremendous learning experience for Steven Strasburg, a guy that's thrown 97 to 100 his whole life. That's learning that he can still win with 92, 93. You know, I don't know if he'll build up back to 97 next year. He might, missing all that time. Maybe he's just learning that he can decelerate a little bit and pace himself and still dominate hitters with 93 miles an hour because his curveball and change are so devastating.
They are. We've seen it already tonight. And a 1-2 pitch.
They're great pitchers throughout the history of the game have done it with 93 and tremendous off-speed pitches, locating the fastball, and he's done a nice job.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 call, breaking ball at the knees. Hunter Wendelstedt punching out Williams. Strasburg punching out 2 Phillies. That's a shutdown inning.
Check it out, number 33 from number 34 for RBI number 34. 421 feet, 111 miles an hour. And that's enough numbers to make your head explode. Bryce Harper's locked in.
Yeah, Harper now, 10 home runs, 40 RBIs since the All-Star break. Batting average around 325 over that time. Top of the second, Defoe, Strasburg, Eaton, Aaron Nola. Here comes his 19th pitch. Adrian Sanchez got the call in game 1 yesterday. Wilmer played the nightcap, 0 for 3 and a walk in the series. 0-2.
Get the good ones early because they settle in.
Wilmer's making a case for lots of playing time next year. He's done quite well, playing almost every day since the trade of Daniel Murphy. That curveball, he could see it would stay outside. 2-2. He's hitting 261 left-handed, 240 overall. Career high in homers. 5 career hits against Nola. Phillies have that outfield swung around to the left. They play almost every Nationals left-handed hitter like that. 2-2. Nasty curveball, down and in for the strikeout. Nola's first of the night.
Cheers. Oktoberfest returns to Nats Park on Friday, September 21st. Nats take on the Mets, 7:05. First 20,000 fans ages 21 and over can take home that National Stein. I'm digging that one. What's that on the side? Checking that out too. To get your tickets, visit nationals.com.
Steven Strasburg has a career hit. 1 for 4 against Aaron Nola. 4 hits on the year with an RBI.
Hunter's got a small zone so far in this one. Nola thought that was a strike. That's why he stepped back and reset.
Yeah, even when that thing ends up in the strike zone, tough to hang in against it. 1-2. Steven had a good first inning, 12 pitches, 9 strikes, 2 Ks. He got a fastball and rammed it to right. Hit with authority, foul.
Plate coverage. Tried to backdoor the fastball. It was up. Good swing. You know it's a good swing if we're showing a foul ball again in a replay.
Curveball. He hits that ball well. 1 hopper. Crawford to his left. 2 down. So a little scrape on the face of Eaton. Here's a guy with a perfect face.
That's incredibly kind, Bob. Thank you. Adam Eaton, the scrapes on his face and his arms after that very awkward slide last night. I talked to him today. He said he told himself he was going to slide feet first on that wet dirt, but he got a bad jump and got caught up in the moment. He said the competitor in him just got the best of him. For as far as he skidded on his face, he says he's surprised he doesn't look worse today. And his teammates, as you would expect, were having some fun at his expense. Justin Miller was telling him, "You think this looks bad? You should see the other guy."
Curveball to Adam Eaton. Bounced out to Cabrera over at third. First time up.
Put foam on the runway next time for that emergency landing.
And the fastball just stayed up and in. You're right about Hunter's zone so far. So a couple of curveballs Nola threw in the first inning that might have been strikes on other evenings. That's a good umpire back there. His dad, Harry, long-time top shelf umpire in the major leagues.
Harry was the best.
2-1.
I told you that story about Hunter, right? He finally got to umpire a World Series and do the plate. I believe it was Giants Tigers, if I'm not mistaken. And he used Dad's brush.
Yeah.
To wipe off home plate, and he'd used it his whole career until then, and then he retired the brush after the World Series. He said, "That's it." He put it away. It was a dream come true for him to ump the plate in a World Series game. They get chosen too. They're graded.
Oh, yeah.
They get chosen for the playoffs, and it's an honor to be asked to ump the World Series.
And the Wendelstedt umpiring school down in Florida, long a preferred destination for young guys on their way up. Swing and a miss. Nola gets a 1-2-3 inning. So he strikes his first two out of the night, and the Nats lead by 3.
Decrease in Steven Strasburg's velocity since coming back off the disabled list. His fastest pitch since coming off the DL, 95.7 miles an hour. His fastest pitch earlier this season, prior to being on the DL, more than 2.5 miles an hour quicker than that. Strasburg says he's noticed that the velocity since coming back off the DL isn't the velo that he's used to seeing, but says that the life on his pitches is still there, which obviously is important. He says he's had stretches since coming off the DL where he feels pretty good, also has had stretches where he doesn't feel as consistent, but says that that's no different than any starting pitcher, especially this time of year. Bottom line, guys, Steven says he really feels like he's making progress in his starts since coming back, and he says he's going to keep grinding the rest of the season.
Well, and I think the way he finishes the season will have a lot to do how we all feel when everybody reports to West Palm next spring.
Well, the life on the fastball is the key. We talked about his last start, that throw the velo out the window. It's got a little giddy up at the end. And even though it's 92 to 94, he's pitching. Derek Lilliquist would tell you he's throwing the curveball, the changeup, and then using the fastball late, where maybe if push came to shove in the past, he'd overpower you with 98.
High chopper. Ryan Zimmerman has to back up. Forward momentum for the underhand throw, 4 straight for Strasburg. 2 strikeouts, 2 grounders to start his night. So Asdrubal before Odubel. Asdrubal 233 since coming to the Phillies. 40 games, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. Overall, he's had a good power year. 23 and 75 his power number starting with the Mets.
Little 2-0 reset, step off the mound, get some rosin, slow it down. Even though it's humid here tonight, nice little breeze blowing, maybe to keep the sweat off.
This one into right, and it drops in front of Adam Eaton. Phillies have their first base hit. Steven Strasburg takes on Odubel Herrera today by AARP. And the matchup really favors our pitcher. Herrera 3 for 20, a walk, 9 strikeouts. It's a 150 average in the career matchup.
Most guys pat the rosin bag on their forearm. He just wiped his forearm down with it. Did you see that? He used the rosin bag as a towel.
Yeah, it's big time muggy tonight.
He's a sweater.
86% humidity. You can feel it. The air is really thick here. Odubel 1 for 8 in the series.
Oh, he's a sweater. He sweats, not a sweater. Truck's giving me grief in my ear right now. I just called him a sweater.
Well, they're all wearing sweaters down in that cool air-conditioned facility they're in.
He's a V-neck cardigan.
Herrera drives one to left center. Harper is in the gap to get it. 2 down. And as you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the hold true moment later in tonight's game. Got a couple of nice moments already. The Turner knuckleball squared line drive hit, the Harper blast, the Rendon double, and the Ryan Zimmerman RBI. That's holding true to what they've been doing lately offensively. Here's J.P. Crawford, 1 for 2 in the series. 23-year-old shortstop from Long Beach. Cousin of Carl Crawford. Two and 0. Matt Wieters set up off the plate, confident that Strasburg would paint out there, and he did for the foul ball.
You know, you think of Tom Glavine. I always think about this story. He's a guy that was 89 to 90, maybe 91. He had an arm that could throw 95, 96, and when he realized he could put the ball wherever he wanted at 90 to 92, that's when he went to a different level. He sacrificed power for command, and we think of Tom as a changeup guy, but yeah, he would sneak that fastball inside 93 or 94 when he had to. But he would talk about how he could go deeper into games, conserve his energy, and hit his spots with 90 versus spraying it at 95.
(3-1), popped up straight back. Tom Glavine had that rare ability to take the umpire out to the outside edge with him and beyond as the game went on. A lot of right-handed batters are like, there's no way that was a strike, but they get rung up. He just had that ability to take those little increments around the outer edges. Unbelievable the way he used to cut up the strike zone or beyond. Zimmerman behind Cabrera. He'll be running here. Curveball, it comes back. Defoe to his right, knocks it down. No chance to recover to make a hard enough throw. Crawford's at good speed. That'll be a 2-out hit.
A good effort by Wilmer, and kind of stuck when he dove and it hit him in the heel. Stayed with it nice, but Crawford too fast. Wonder if, as Drubel shielded the vision of Wilmer there a little bit, running by the ball.
Here's the Phillies' 25-year-old catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Wilson Ramos started the nightcap. Alfaro, rough opener yesterday. Swing and a miss. He had 4 swinging strikeouts. Good job by Strasburg of really burying that pitch under his hands.
Nasty changeup. So fastball under the hands, changeup under the hands, curveball under the hands.
Mercedes-Benz pitch cast. Swing and a miss. Going right after the number 8 hitter, carving him up. Strikeout number 3. And to the 3rd we go. Strasburg pitching really well with that 3-run lead. AT&T achieving more. Juan Soto ranks as a teenager since the year 1913. OPS, on base percentage, slugging, homers, walks, you name it, he's doing it. 12th and 13th road home runs last night. Passed his teammate Bryce Harper for the most by a teenager in Major League history. 13 home runs on the road. Turner, Harper, Rendon. Here comes the top of the third. Aaron Nola, 35th pitch. Curveball stays up to Turner, who hit one so hard up the middle first time it knuckled and made a slight left turn on its way out to Odubel Herrera.
So Soto with his 100th game tonight. And he's 306, 18, and 60. So let's just say 50 more games. So half of his numbers.
Yeah, so he's high 20s in homers.
And close to 100 RBIs. I honestly think with a full season, he has a chance to be in the MVP race.
That's over the mound. Turner can fly. It's well played by Hernandez for the first out.
And we talk about teenager this, teenager that, and I understand it because it's so hard to wrap your mind around that he's only 19. And we think about Rookie of the Year, and that'd be a nice honor for the organization, especially the guys that developed Juan Soto in the minor leagues and for Juan himself. But taking that a step further is he wipes the marks off his bat. Hitters don't like to see where the marks from the baseball aren't on the sweet spot. It messes with your head. But as we talk about all that, what about he's one of the best players in the National League, period. A 19-year-old playing against grown men. They're in their mid to late 30s, and he's one of the best players on the field every night at age 19. That's the part that I find fascinating. He's not just a great rookie. He's not just a great teenager. He's a great player, period.
Well, this guy used to play up his entire teenage life. Bryce playing with college guys when he was of high school age, got his high school diploma early, and then on to junior college where he just raked big leagues at 19. And it was several years before Bryce ever faced a pitcher who was younger than him. 1-1. Shift on.
Bryce dejected after that call. I mean, the body language wasn't even upset, it was dejected. Watch. Top of the zone on pitch cast. It's a big pitch, 2-1 or 1-2.
One and two.
Step out. Yeah.
So we just mentioned the road homers. Stands alone there. Ball carries well in Atlanta. Then there's Miami, and then there's Colorado the last week of the season.
Yeah, none of those guys could leave their room on the road.
1-2. Nasty breaking ball. Third strikeout for Aaron Nola.
Yeah, he's starting to get in that rhythm we're talking about. They got him early for 3, so I mean, you tell Davey Martinez you're going to get 3 off Aaron Nola, he'd be thinking we got to make that stick and we have to win that game. So Nola's starting to lock in a little bit, and you had a feeling he would. The numbers don't lie.
Yeah, 6 straight retired, 3 on strike since the Zimmerman 2-out RBI in the first.
Did you hear that? Hunter Windelstead said, "That's your one, Bryce. That's all you get." He must have said something going back to the dugout. And hey, that's good umpiring. Hey, you have your say. I'm going to let you know that's the end of it. One more and you're gone.
Rendon with a high fly ball, and that will get into the seats. It's always great when you put a couple of runs on the board and then somebody comes up and restarts the rally. And that's what Rendon did with the double off the left center field wall right after the Harper home run.
You know what's great too is when you can hear umpires talking to players. They should all be mic'd up. That makes me miss the game when you hear that. The game within the game, umpires chirping at players, players chirping at umpires. They let you know how long your leash is. The good ones.
Yeah.
The bad ones just throw you out. I think the veteran guys like Hunter that have been around a while, hey, you say what you want to say. Maybe I did miss that, but that's enough.
And Rendon will get the count in his favor, 2-1.
Not if you drop your bat after a called third strike, you get thrown out of the game. Like the guy you're looking at. That's not good.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, he's such a hothead.
Tough to deal with.
Ugh. Wish he'd smile once in a while. Pretty good heater by Nola. Dazzles you with those curveballs and then comes with low 90s on the heat. And the count 2-2 to Anthony Rendon. He's going to bury that one in there. Rendon's unhappy about the call. 4 Ks for Nola. That gets him to 200.
Check this out. Thanks, fans. Real big. There it is. Thank you, fans, with a heart in the middle. September 20th through the 26th, Fan Appreciation Week at the ballpark. Mets in town, Marlins in town. Last homestand of the year. Tons of great prizes. We say thanks. We'll be there tomorrow, too. Don't forget about that. Get your tickets at nationals.com. The Cubs makeup game tomorrow at 4. We will be there.
Yeah. Well done, young man. Natalie attired.
The Nats are not afraid of hurricanes. They dodged them all last year. Remember Houston, we got out of there. Then Miami, we got out of there. We're coming home to play a game. Then we're getting out of there. Then we're going right into the eye in Atlanta. We're not afraid of those things. Bring them on. Well, I am. Love it.
You're talking tough now, but if they start boarding up our hotel.
But then we just have a hurricane party.
Yeah. 0-2 to Nola. He's 0 for 3 career against Steven Strasburg. 31 pitches, 21 strikes. Fastball up. And it goes with the hook, and it's 2-2. Aaron Nola just 3 hits all year, 4 RBIs, .064 career batter. And that will be Steven Strasburg's 4th strikeout. First time through the order, the Phillies go 2 for 9 with a pair of singles.
All right, Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a $44 donation to the Children's NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season. K's for kids.
Cesar Hernandez struck out swinging to start the night for Strasburg. So he's at 128 strikeouts in right around 109 innings. And a bouncer right side. Be nice to get an out on 1 pitch, and he does. Defoe to Zimmerman. A look ahead to the Nats' upcoming schedule. Hey, come and join us tomorrow. Baseball at the Yard, 4:05. Brought to you by Sandy Spring Bank, where they help people and businesses reach their goals every day. Sandy Spring Bank, from here for 150 years. 3 with the Braves. Fox has the Saturday game, and then on to Miami. Hoskins bouncing ball to Trey Turner, first time.
They said that hurricane's heading south, but I'm looking for the weekend forecast in Atlanta. It looks like Sunday's the only dicey day.
Yeah, I saw sunny skies Friday and Saturday when I checked it.
It says 10% Friday, 10% Saturday, and then raining locusts and frogs on Sunday.
Well, maybe the Braves could just fly down to Miami with us and play down there on Sunday.
Let's do it.
2-1.
If only it were that simple. People think it's like high school or college. You could just change game times and dates and
load up the buses.
There's a lot of workers at the stadium that count on it. There's a huge gate for the home team. I'm not sure how much it is a game, but I think it's in the millions. So moving a time, not that easy. Moving a game, very difficult.
Yeah, they're finding that out in college football this weekend as well.
You can't just all willy-nilly say, oh, let's play at noon today. There's a lot that goes into a Major League Baseball game. I probably touched on 1 out of 8,000 things that go on every day that's hard to change.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Not many long counts in this one so far.
Good dealing. Pretty healthy rip there. That might buy him a 3-2 curveball here. Let's see.
Yeah, 30 home run guy in there. Hoskins with 89 batted in. He just says, here's 95, big fella. So Strasburg with 5 Ks. The legend of Soto, straight ahead, 4th inning style. Of course it's to the opposite field. Juan Soto's first big league home run. Dugout going crazy. Remember the kids at the Dominican Baseball Academy watching? They went crazy when Juan did that. What a night. And look at this list. The last 6 guys to do it in their first 100 games. The big hurt, Freddie Lynn, Bernie Carbo, great left-handed batter with the Reds, and Stretch.
It wasn't his first at bat, but it was his first start. Remember he pinch hit the night before?
Yeah, didn't wait long, did he?
No.
Pretty good curveball. Missing. Top of the 4th underway. Soto fly ball to center. First time up.
But was it his really first home run? No. But yes.
The suspended game with the Yankees had taken place before that. So he hits a homer against the Yankees, and it goes down as being hit before his first one. I mean, come on. Just a little fun to the story added in there. He'll lean back from that one, and Nola runs it back out over the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One against this guy, 1 for 10, 4 walks.
That was nasty. Okay. I like that he got the barrel all shiny. That shot of him wiping off the barrel in the dugout between at bats. You're good to your bat's good to you.
Target away. And Nola showing some of his stuff right there. Good pitch. When he struck out Rendon last inning, became the first Philly with 200 strikeouts since Cliff Lee and Cole Hamels 5 years ago.
Yeah, he's locking in. Nasty change up there, 87. Looked just like his fastball. I didn't know what pitch it was until they showed the speed. That's how similar the 2 pitches are.
Yeah. Nissan on the pitch cast. 3 Ks in a row. He just struck out Harper, Rendon, and Soto. Ryan Zimmerman clean single up the middle for the Nats' 3rd run in the first after the Rendon 1-out double. And Ryan got a 2-out stake for the Nats. 6th career hit, 3rd career RBI against Aaron Nola. So 2 RBIs in this series. And for Ryan, 106 career against Philadelphia pitching with 25 home runs. And that ball gashed to deep center. Herrera back into the bushes. Goes his glove and the ball. He keeps the glove on, and Ryan Zimmerman has just hit his 26th career homer against the Phillies. 4-0. Oh yeah, see you touch home plate later.
But he had to delay it. I thought Odubel had that. Tricked me. Well, boys are swinging it, aren't they? 402, 103.4, 2nd home run of the night. So 3 home runs against the Cubs, 2 against the Mets, and now 2 for the Nats against Aaron Nola. So he's given up 7 home runs in his last 3 starts.
There's Matt Wieters.
Might be getting tired.
Well, he's 25. He'll be in the mid 190 range with his innings by the time he's done tonight. And FP, you and I had some conversations about this lately with Scherzer and Nola and DeGrom. You got to let September play out before you make any decisions on things, because it's a long season and some guys older than him know how to get through long seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw something on Twitter today. Who's the National League Rookie of the Year? Well, it's September 12th. Let's give it a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I don't know yet. It's a dead tie for me, with a little edge to Acuna because he's got 25 homers, but then Soto's hitting 300. His on-base percentage is .421 coming into tonight.
And Matt Wieters is going to drop one into right center. He's aboard with one out here in the fourth. Defoe is next.
Tater vision. Yeah, belt high. You don't get pitches up there with a lot of plate from Nola. You know, usually he's starting off the plate, running it back, or keeping it around your shins to your ankles. And he's been elevated here tonight, and that was right down the middle, and that's what good hitters do with that pitch.
Yeah, 2 straightaway home runs tonight. Harper and Zimmerman. Ryan now has 13 long balls, 47 RBIs. And Wilmer Defoe struck out on a diving curveball first time. Kind of an uncertain swing on 91 upstairs.
Well, that's what you're telling yourself as a hitter against Nola. Look for it up, and then when it's way up there, you're thinking, well, that was too high.
And there's the hook, but it stays away. 1-1. Good use of 6 hits so far by the Nats. 3 runs, 4 hits first inning, a run on 2 hits here.
Yeah, Nolan's gone at least 7 innings in 13 of his 29 starts. I don't know if he's going to get there tonight. We'll see.
And Defoe takes it low, 3-1. Phillies after tonight, 15 games left. If the Nats beat them, they are 7.5 out. And Wilmer Defoe with a good at bat, not biting on anything there. 2-1, 1 out. Strasburg a chance to move some runners.
Yeah, you can't do this promo with the pitcher coming up to bunt. Lexus dealers will donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for the first 200 homers hit by the Nats this year. Well, maybe Steven pulls the bat back and goes deep. Lexus, experience amazing. That would be something.
Oh, we've seen guys try to bunt twice, go 0-2, and then hit it out of the yard.
Hey, you're up by 4. Swing it.
Santana ready to pinch. So is Cabrera, first and third, respectively.
Hasn't he gone deep here? I want to say he has. Whoa.
Front door on the curve.
Swinging.
You saw a hanger, didn't you?
It did.
And he wasn't squaring.
We read the Lexus promo. Come on. Yeah, he hit one here May 5th last year. Mine like a steel trap. See?
And a bouncer to the right side. The risk is the double play ball if he swings. And the Phillies managed to turn the 4-6-3. But the Nats did add a run in the fourth as Ryan Zimmerman went straight away. Odubel Herrera trying to pull it out of the shrubbery. That ball's in the forest, 4-0. Baseball brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals.
Crushing.
Better be quick.
Crushing. You gotta wear it. Don't eat it. Wear it. Yes. There we go. There we go. Starting to wear it a little bit on the hand. All right, 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's time for some Geico highlights. I thought we were going to watch her eat that whole ice cream, and I was okay with that. I really was. Steven Strasburg been doing a great job here tonight, keeping him off balance. When you got the curve and the change in the back pocket, who cares if the fastball is 92? It's got some giddy up on it. Aaron Nola's fastball is 92, 93, and he's won 16 games this year. So like I said earlier, learning how to pitch without the high velocity might be a great thing and give Steven confidence moving forward if, for some reason, he doesn't get that 97, 98 back. I think he will. Geico, 50 minutes can save you 50% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
Steven Strasburg is averaging 14 pitches per inning so far. Nick Williams struck out looking first time, ending the bottom of the first. Popped him up left field line. Soto deals with that ball, twisting back a bit on the run. 1 out.
Nice play.
Let's go inside the numbers presented by PNC. Make today the day. So guys who have the lowest career opponent's batting average while pitching to the Phillies. Couple of lefties, Sandy Koufax, El Cid, the longtime Met, Fernandez, the overpowering Nolan Ryan, Steven Strasburg, and Sam Jones. As FP mentioned, in this ballpark, and that ball is gashed out to the gap by Santana. Deepest part of right center. Harper gets it back in. And Carlos Santana has his second hit and 9 at-bats in this series.
Good swing right there. He always looks dangerous to me when he comes up. Belt-tie fastball, got it to the outer third where he wanted it, maybe a little higher than he anticipated, but Santana just goes out there, gets around the baseball, and it's a 1-out double. Good swing.
I just got a little curious on that last graphic. Sam Jones was a good big league pitcher, 102 wins, 21 wins for the 1959 Giants, 18 the year after that. So Steven Strasburg on that list of low opponents batting average in some great company. Here's Cabrera. He lined a single to right first time. Didn't hit it real hard, dropped it about 30 feet in front of Adam Eaton. Phillies have a runner in scoring position for the second time. Low in the zone. Well placed. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. As Jubal used to regularly hit 270 or so early days with the Indians. As his power has increased over the years, his batting average has gone down some. Kind of a trend for a lot of guys in baseball. But he has a chance to reach his career high in homers, 25 for the Indians and 11 when he was an all-star for the first of 2 years in a row. Strasburg with a 1-2 pitch. And this one out to left center for Soto. Runner frozen. 2 down. Faith Day coming to Nationals Park Saturday, September 22nd. Nats Mets 4:05, and after the game there'll be some inspiration for you featuring Pastor David Platt, some music for you featuring the NCC Worship Band. Some of the Nats will be out there sharing their thoughts and their testimonies with you. Visit nationals.com/faith.
Or maybe we should have that a little sooner next year.
Have a little faith earlier in the season. I like it. Here's Odubel Herrera, fly ball to Harper, first time up.
I don't see the same twinkle in Odubel Herrera's eye as I did earlier in the season and last year. He doesn't have that same energy about him. You remember the things that used to kind of tick the other team off?
Yeah,
you don't see him as much. He seems more under control, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You know, swagger and passion and, you know, bat flips are part of the game now. I mean, it'd be like taking Juan Soto and the stuff he does between pitches and saying, no, you can't do it. You don't want to do that ever. You want guys to have that flair. If it makes him successful, whatever makes you successful, we're not trying to make friends out there.
Yeah.
I don't care what the other team thinks about you. If you perform doing what you do, then perform doing what you do. We'll take care of the rest. If somebody drills you, we'll take care of it. But don't change your style. Be cocky. You know, flip the bat on a walk. We don't see any of that from him anymore. It just seems like his energy level is a lot lower.
Yeah, it does. Now, his batting stance, interesting to watch from our camera high atop home plate here. Look how wide open he is. He's not even aiming down the first baseline. He's aiming foul down the first base side. He's going to hit one out to center. Bryce Harper back, finds his spot, finds the ball, and Steven Strasburg has shut out the Phillies through 4. That was a 10-pitch inning, and the Nats lead it 4-0. lot of hard hitting, nice hard hitting music, and a game summary. It's all about the homers for the Nats offense. Bryce, a 2-run shot. Ryan Zimmerman, a solo. 2 RBIs. Steven Strasburg threw 4. Very efficient. 5th inning underway. Adam Eaton off a breaking ball with a high pop fly, and Santana is there for the first out. Aaron Nola's due to bat 3rd in the bottom of the 5th. Interesting, Gabe Kapler took out Jake Arrieta last night after 5 innings. He'd given up 3 runs. The Phillies rallied and took the lead before anybody else pitched, so he got a win out of that. And we'll see how he handles his ace tonight, down by 4, at least 4. Pardon me. He was in line for the win. And the Nats, of course, won it late. Suero, the win. Rios, the loss. And Holland, the save. And they almost got away with one, but the Nats got that 9th inning rally and kept that thing going.
Tight strike zone. You see that? They wanted that pitch. Hunter's not giving Aaron Nola the corners at all here tonight, or the low pitch. I think he's frustrated, and that's making him come over the plate, and that's where you see the damage.
Mercedes-Benz on the first couple of offerings here. And the ball chasing Trey. 1 for 2 with the base hit tonight. He has 159 base hits, and he has now scored 90 runs. .210, not bad when that's your worst time around the order for a pitcher. And a 2-1 pitch. Front door on the breaking ball. 2-hopper as Drupal Cabrera. 2 down. Bryce having a big night, and Dan has more.
Yeah, Bob, Bryce now 6 RBIs away from 100. He would hit that mark for the first time in his career if he is to get to triple digits. I asked him recently if getting 100 RBIs this season would be meaningful to him, and he said, yeah, absolutely. And he rattled off a few other numbers that he wants to hit as well. He said, I want to get 30 home runs, I want to get 100 walks, want to get 100 RBI and 100 runs. He's already got the 30 home runs, he's already got the 100 walks, closing in on the RBI and runs. He said, if I'm hitting those marks, we've got a good chance to win a bunch of ball games. So Bryce putting up the type of numerical season that he would like to have. He's getting close to a couple of those marks.
So many friends around town asking me in June, how much money has Bryce Harper lost this year? And I said, wait till the end of this season when his numbers are where they're going to be, and he won't lose a penny. Trust me, he can hit.
That's a 6-pitch inning for Aaron Nola. Halfway through, 4-0 Nats. Your state has added over 100,000 jobs since 2015. Maryland is open for business. Be part of the action at open.maryland.gov. Looks like a beautiful night in Philly, but it is muggy, man. It is warm. Ball flying off the bats of the Nats. Strasburg has kept the Phillies from doing that so far. No runs on 3 hits, 5 strikeouts.
Hey, any night from here on out that doesn't have rain is a beautiful night. I don't care what the temperature is. I don't care if it's -40 or 117.
I'm looking at the scoreboard right. The Marlins Mets got rained out of a doubleheader in New York today that was supposed to have some makeup time attached to it. So it could be worse. No rain in Philly last night. We got both games in. They took a long time, almost 8 hours of playing time last night. And here we are, bottom of the 5th inning. Crawford, Alfaro, Nola scheduled 3rd. Steven Strasburg coming off that 10-pitch 4th inning. 52 pitches, 34 strikes. He goes 1-1 here on Crawford, who got a base hit on a ball knocked down by the diving Wilmer Defoe first time up.
He's had the best swings off Steven tonight. Even his foul balls, he was letting it rip. Odubel just took a good hack to end the 4th. Santana's double was well struck. And then Crawford's single. Cabrera kind of fisted one out to right. Yeah, he's picking them up.
3-1. Five years ago, Crawford was the 16th overall player taken. First rounder. And to your point, that one is way out of here. J.P. Crawford, 3rd home run of the year. Hasn't looked like a 198 hitter in this game so far.
You see enough baseball, you just tell by the way a guy's swinging on foul balls, the way he's taking pitches, if he's on time, and he's been on time all night. So a solo shot. Phillies on the board. No harm.
That was a blast. Just below the Toyota sign that hangs from the 2nd deck out there. Here's Alfaro, struck out swinging first time on a pitch in the dirt. And that hits him. Fastball up and in. Yeah, then it redirected into the catcher.
Did it get everybody? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
That's a spare. I don't know what pins they were, but that was painful for the hitter, the catcher. I don't know about the umpire. Yeah, they're checking on Hunter too now. Everybody. I've never seen that before. That's why I called it a spare.
Yeah, Bruce Dreckman came rushing in from 2nd to make sure Wendelstedt's okay.
He picked up the 2. Well, I was going to say 2 because they're both catchers. The 8-2 ump split. Everybody's okay. Here we go. Pick up the spare. Yeah, that's a tough one to pick up. I hope Matt Wieters is okay. Looks like Alfaro's okay, and Hunter's definitely okay, so that's why we're having some fun with it.
And that runner getting aboard ends Aaron Nola's night. Justin Bour will hit for him. Bour is 8 for 24 career against Strasburg with 2 home runs. So Steven trying to keep the complexion of this game from changing in an instant following the Crawford home run. He goes fishing for that one. 0-2. Justin Bour, 20 home runs, 56 RBIs this year, 1 and 2 respectively with the Phillies. The left-hander, Austin Davis. The right-hander, Yaxel Rios. He's down on strikes. Good time for Strasburg's 6th of the night. Nissan pitch cast.
That's just not fair. Nasty changeup from Steven for strike 3. Big strikeout.
Aaron Nola's ER rate tonight in 5 innings went from 2.29 to 2.42. So the Nats hitters did a good job against him. Top of the order, Cesar Hernandez. Strasburg jams him into a foul ball.
Tongue depressor action. Cleats getting clogged up.
Tried to bring it around, stayed away. Strike 2. Davies Ball Club trying to make it 5 in a row. Be nice to win one when it's not a doubleheader. It's the odds of sweeping 2 doubleheaders in 4 days. And a 1-2 pitch. Got him looking. Strasburg brings it around for strikeout number 7. Hernandez twice.
Curveball. Clearly in the middle of the box. Hey, throwing strikes. They're looking for strikes. I'll say this: Steven Strasburg's zone's been a little bigger than Aaron Nola's. You know, Carp, I've been on a lot of teams that have been out of it. And I don't know that the Nats are officially yet, because you never know if they win tonight and beat the Cubs tomorrow and it's down to 7 and you're going to Atlanta and you sweep them. This thing still isn't over. It's improbable, but not impossible. I think it's a testament to Davey Martinez that they're still grinding like this and they're coming back. If you're out of it and you don't like your manager, you shut it down. You're thinking about the offseason, you're making plans. You know, if the worst case scenario is when you lose a clubhouse as a manager, it reflects out on the field for 9 innings. And there's been a lot said of Davey this year, but the one thing nobody can say is that this team shut it down on the skipper. And I think it's a testimony to him as a rookie manager that he's still got these guys playing hard for him. No moral victories. 2nd place, 3rd place, who cares? You know, if you pull this thing out, you go trips right, Hail Mary, and you complete it and pull this off, great. But he should be proud. And I think it's a testament to him on how these guys are playing down the stretch. A lot of teams would have shut it down completely.
We have not seen one moment from him this year.
And people probably don't get that at home. How do millionaires shut it down? But it's happened.
Ball stays on the right side of the screen for Matt Wieters. Not for one moment has Davey Martinez let anybody see that he's not really optimistic about what's going on. Ticket deals, discounted game tickets, concession items, and more coming your way at nationals.com/deals. So check out the Deals Hub on the website. You can save on your next trip to Nationals Park with discounted game tickets. Nationals.com and start saving. Even the fanatic has lost control of this one.
That's the Galapagos gang. They're called Superstars. Oh my gosh. That thing on his head. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. That is fantastic. I want to party with those guys, or at least have them at one of my parties. Hey, come on in.
How can you not watch that, or watch that and not laugh? Choose a winning team for your vehicle, Jiffy Lube. Value and convenience, jiffylubedc.com. Yaxel Rios, 25-year-old right-hander, 32nd appearance, 31 Ks, 34 hits, 32 innings. First up against him, Anthony Rendon, who's 1 for 6 against him. So Aaron Nola done after 74 pitches. 5 innings, 6 runs on 4 hits. Pardon me, 4 runs on 6 hits. I'll get it turned around here.
It's all right. I'm still regrouping.
A little unsettled after watching that display.
I'm the opposite. I'm energized. I want to know. I want to find out how I can rent them.
Anthony 1 for 2 with that big double after the Harper first inning homer. 2-0.
Yeah, Juan's home run last night, his second one to left, was off Rios.
A ways to go to his left for Hernandez. So the Nats box score. First inning, the Lightning with 1 out. Turner base hit. Harper homer. Rendon double. 2 outs. Ryan Zimmerman base it up the middle. Then Ryan would add another RBI on a homer just beyond the reach of Odubel Herrera.
Whoever's sponsoring the pitching changes for the Phillies is broke.
For Jiffy Lube, we're just getting oiled up. Choose a winning team for your vehicle. Jiffy Lube for value and convenience. JiffyLubeDC.com. With Gabe managing, we can drive that car to Europe. With the lefty, 25-year-old Austin Davis to face Juan Soto. 26th game. 25 years of age, from Scottsdale. Pitched at Cal State University, Bakersfield.
Yeah, fastball 93, slider 85, changeup 84, fastball 48% of the time.
Soto 1 for 4 against him. Fly ball to center, swinging strikeout for the Nats rookie sensation. Sounded like it hit something. I guess he got out of the way. Thought I heard something.
I'm with you. I thought that hit him.
He's not selling it. Yeah, missed him. Must have heard the tick off the mitt. Target away. And he was locked up, couldn't stop. 1-2. Soto launching one. See you later. Second deck. Number 19. And the Nats have their 4-run lead back.
Oh my.
There's a buzz in the crowd over that one.
Oh my goodness. That tops the one at Yankee Stadium. Good night.
Baseball.
You think that fastball in scared him? Made him move his feet? No. Statcast is broke.
Yeah, can't wait to see some numbers on that. Here's Ryan Zimmerman.
Upper tank at the bank.
6 homers here now. 19 home runs, 61 batted in.
Seven homers off lefties this year.
All right, look out, Bryce. Two-0 pitch, and Ryan Zimmerman reaching. Crawford on the move. Took him a second to get a handle, 2 outs.
All right, show me that tater again, please. Yeah, we talk about the opposite field pop, but what about the pull side pop when he gets him? My goodness. Second row upper deck, Juan Soto having a series against the Phillies. And that rookie of the year thing getting tighter, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 for 11 in this series. 3 homers, 5 RBIs.
8 home runs with 2 strikes this year as well.
Matt Wieters right-handed now.
I mean, it's anybody's race, I'm telling you. 3 weeks left, that'll determine it. And maybe the upcoming series in Atlanta. I mean, that's going to be the story, right? He's something special. My goodness. It's not that easy.
0-2 to Wieters. Nats have now hit 6 home runs in this series. 3 tonight.
But that one felt good. I mean, he got all of that and just stood there for a second and admired his work, and why wouldn't you? His bat is so quick. That was off the plate in. That wasn't a strike. That was a ball off the plate. Yeah, that's where it went too. That wasn't 401, sorry. I would love to hear that conversation. I wonder what Adam's telling him. Maybe when you have kids someday, I'll be their agent.
2-2. Healthy hack by Matt Waiters. That's great.
Could have been something about running after he hits it. Veteran advice, like don't stand there too long, you might get one of us hurt. It looked like veteran advice. It definitely wasn't laughy chatty, was it? Yeah, I think that's what that was about, if I had to guess.
And Matt Wieters turning this into a good at bat. He's 1 for 2. Pitch number 10. And he pulled the string on him. So the lefty came in to face Soto, and the lefty got taken into the upper tank in right field. 19 homers, 5-1 Nationals.
The Phillies have avoided neither. Bryce Harper, number 33, Juan Soto, number 19. And here's the sequence. First pitch slider. And another slider. Then a little brush and back pitch. And then here's the home run. You see him stand there? I think that conversation from Adam Eaton was like, hey, we're beating these guys. We beat them twice already. Let's not wake them up. And let's not get yourself hurt. Meaning, you stood there for a while on that. I don't want you to get hurt. I know you're raking. It's almost like Juan Soto just said, I'm sorry to Adam Eaton. But that's good veteran advice.
Yeah.
A, don't wake up a sleeping dog. And B, don't get yourself hurt. We need you. It's great stuff and a great catch by our crew.
Bottom of the 6th. Here's Nick Williams. Strikeout, foul out. Curveball, strike one. Strasburg's 70th pitch of the night. 46 strikes.
But getting back to my Odubel Herrera thing, you don't want to temper that too much. But when it crosses a line where you think he's going to get himself in trouble, meaning they might buzz the tower next time, then as a veteran, that's what you do. Say, hey, watch it for a second, but then run, dude, because I don't want you getting hurt. I don't want one of us getting hurt. I don't want to wake these guys up. Let's not give them anything to get excited about. And that's good veteran advice if that's what he said, and I'm banking on that's what he said.
Strasburg doubles up on the change. Phillies box. Cabrera The only one of the first 6 batters, along with Santana, with a hit. And then 2 from J.P. Crawford. Infield hit and a long home run of his own. 1 run, 4 hits so far, 7 strikeouts. 1 hit batter. Swing and a miss. Number 8.
Just been in a good groove since the first, and it's almost like he's just out there throwing whatever pitch he wants at any count. And the fastball's the 3rd pitch. The curveball and change tonight have been unbelievable.
Here's Santana, double deep right center last time. Not a problem. Strasburg then got fly balls to retire Cabrera and Herrera. And his secondary pitches are devastating right now. Steven Strasburg has gone 6 innings or more 13 times this year, 7 or more 4 times. Had an 8-inning gem. 3 hits, no runs in a 1-0 win against the Braves back on April 10th.
All right,
Did
get
pitch
loose
from June 8th until July 20th.
Looks like it hurts. Don't try that at home.
Dakota Glover's been pretty effective lately. Hopefully it's a while before we see anybody from the bullpen. This a towering fly ball. Wieters under it. That's got it. 2 down in the 6th. No better time to act than today. PNC make today the day. Joan Baez, he had quite a game in that winner take all last night. 3 hits, no runs, and almost 5 innings of work. Peanuts came out on the short end of that, but the 23-year-old right-hander won 9 games this year, 101 strikeouts and 123 innings.
Tremendous singer too.
Folk hero. Here's Cabrera.
Singer-songwriter, activist. Baseball player.
Two and 0. Has dribble, base hit to right, fly ball to left. That's well hit to deep center by Cabrera, but Bryce is there. Strasburg's given up a couple of long fly balls. Only 1 has left, and it's 5-1 to the 7th. Strasburg looking as good right now as he has almost all season. One run so far, and just kind of a feel-good night all around. The rookie keeps doing it. Ryan Zimmerman's got a couple of RBIs, and Strauss pitching like he can.
Well, he loves pitching at his ballpark. He's undefeated here, so I mean 4-0 at Citizens Bank Park, and he's had a great rhythm from the get-go, and it's not been about his fastball. We all think about Steven Strasburg and his fastball, but the curveball and changeup since he's come off the DL have been exceptional. They've always been great, but you know, it's off of 97, 98. Just putting that 92, 93 wherever he wants. He's got late life on it. He's been in command of this game since he took the mound in the bottom of the first.
So the Nats' number 8 hitter, Wilmer Defoe, leads off, top 7. The lefty, Austin Davis, who gave up the home run to Soto, still in there. Strasburg on deck. And Wilmer will hit one out to Odubel Herrera.
All right, Nats Plus memberships are on sale right now. Join the best member benefits program in all of baseball. Get the best seats for the 2019 season, all while saving money compared to single game ticket prices. For more information, become a Nats Plus member. Visit nationals.com/2019.
And a strike to Strasburg, who at the plate tonight has bounced out to short and bounced to second. Well out of play.
That looked like a knockdown wedge swing from Steven right there. Did you see that? Low pitch, and he kind of stopped his swing. Little abbreviated finish. Pretty good golfer.
Yeah, I had the misfortune of standing next to him on the range a couple of years ago in Vieira.
Tell me this isn't like a knockdown wedge swing. Little half wedge. Spin it back to the pin.
2-2. One of their call-ups, Enyel De Los Santos.
They have the all first name team, don't they, down there in the bullpen? Yaxel, Sir Anthony, and what'd you say?
And then Ranger Suarez, one that got called up. Swing and a miss. 2 outs in the 7th. That's just fine. Go get a breather, Steven. So the season series, the Nats trying to win it 11-8. Out hitting the Phillies. Runs per game, about a half-run difference. Homers, not that much of a difference. The Nats have jacked 3 tonight. Neither team's starters have been great as a group in the season series. Nats trying to make it 6 out of 10 at the bank. And Adam Eaton gets a fair ball down the left side. That'll be a double, just kind of touching one that stayed inside the chalk. First hit tonight.
He's happy it was a stand-up double.
So are we.
Little inside out swing. Pretty swing, just fair. So 1 out double. 2 out double for Adam Eaton.
And next up is Trey Turner, who has a hit against Davis in this series, a double. Trying to get to 160 base hits if he can get one here.
I'll tell you what, the Brewers are up 2-0. It's early. If they win that game tomorrow at Nats Park for the Cubs is going to be huge.
Yeah, Milwaukee wins. They're 1 game behind Chicago.
Yeah.
And that's at Wrigley. Cubs did win last night. Quintana threw a really good game, but the Brewers beat him on Monday. St. Louis lost their game today at home to the Pirates. That wild card thing is going to be crazy in the National League as well. Big rip by Trey on a pitch up 0-2. Out to short. He makes every ground ball close. Crawford threw him out. Time to stretch in Philly. 5-1 Nationals.
All right, 5-1 going to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Nats are doing something real cool. If you didn't hear about it, they're having an auction to raise money for Doug Harris, assistant GM, who's fighting leukemia right now. So if you go to the Nationals page on Twitter, you can get the link. I had it up here a second ago. I'll get it for you. But the Nats players have taken it upon themselves to put a bunch of items on there to auction them off to raise money for Doug's treatment. Some cool things. Sean Doolittle has his Star Wars mask on there. He's autographed. Max Scherzer's got a package with a pair of cleats, a glove. Bob and I are doing a trip up to the booth to hang out with us before the game to watch our open. So it's a great cause for an outstanding human being. So if you get a chance, go check it out. I'll get you the link here in a second.
Yeah, we love having visitors for a great cause. Doug Harris is one of those behind-the-scenes guys who's done amazing work over the years for the entire Nationals organization. Instrumental in getting so many young men scouted, drafted, signed, and then advancing through the minor leagues to make it to their big league dreams someday. Those guys put in amazing hours, and we are in Doug's corner 100%. Want to help out any way we can. So if you want to come up and visit us in the booth and hang for a while, it'll be awesome. I think the last bid I saw was at $1,600. It was up to that.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a World Series ring from the Diamondbacks being auctioned on there. The person who's doing it didn't want me to say his name, so that's a great cause. Go to nationals.auctions.mlb.com and check it out. He's a friend of mine, and he's in a big-time fight, so anything you can do to help. And there's some really cool stuff on there, and like I said, it's for an all-star human being, which is the most important part in all this.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Strasburg to Herrera.
It's also nationals.com/beatcancer. Both of those links work, so you'll find it if you want to. And I just think it's neat that the players have all donated something to raise money. It's a little more personal that way than just saying, hey, I make this much, here's this much. You know, it involves the fans, and they're doing something from their heart. Real cool stuff.
Herrera to right. Adam Eaton will dive and make the play. Ryan Zimmerman holds his hands up, applauds with his first baseman mitt. Defoe did the same, and that's an outstanding play for the first out, bottom 7. Keep Strasburg on a roll here.
Yeah, and a point from Steven too. He really appreciated that. Watch him make the adjustment. He's going over the line, then he plants the foot and goes back toward the infield and sells out. A nice play by Adam Eaton, and he kept his face off the turf. Great play. That's the way he plays. All outs, all the time. Somebody tweeted at me from the Air Force tonight, a guy named Mike Nelson. He said, several years ago we had an A-10 fighter jet do a wheels-up emergency landing on a foam runway. Pilot's call sign after that was scrape. Maybe that could be Adam Eaton's new nickname. Stuff. I think he looks like a scrape, doesn't he? That's scrape. It's Spanky, it's Mighty Mouse, and now it's scrape.
Crawford a single and a homer. Strasburg keeping the ball away from it. Got a strike with the curveball a moment ago, and now it's 2-1. Number 7 hitter in the Phillies lineup. A little low.
Good pitch.
Yeah, that's where it crossed the plate, not where it was caught. Three and one. And he's going to force him to pop up short center. Ball falls in between the retreating Turner and the charging Harper. Just well placed, and it's a 3-for-3 J.P. Crawford night. Andrew Knapp will be the pinch hitter for Alfaro. Switch hitting catcher. Knapp 1 for 2 career against Steven Strasburg.
It's number 93 coming, looking for a ground ball. It's clear that Alfaro started to catch Nola. They have a good relationship together now with Nola out and being down by 4. He's going with the left on right matchup.
Strasburg, a lot of curveballs in this inning.
Wilson must be hurt, because if you're down by 4, this would be a great spot for Wilson Ramos and his pop, you'd think, regardless of right on right.
And he gets him to hit one right off the end of the bat. Soto for the second out. And next up will be another pinch hitter. It'll be Dylan Cousins.
All right, follow the race to the postseason on MLB.tv for $25.99. Pretty soon, in about 17 games, it'll be free $99. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv to take advantage of this limited time offer. $3.99 is always the best price, but there won't be any games.
Cousins, first career at bat against Strasburg.
The fanatic with his just boiler sticking out, posing for pitchers.
Cousins, 24-year-old outfielder from Scottsdale. Looking for his first pinch hit of the year.
Two-0 changeup was a good idea. It just was an easy take because it was low out of his hand, never a strike.
And the 3-0 in there.
Pitch number 100 coming.
Sure, Davey would be very happy with 7.
Yeah, off the DL, he's thrown 84, 99, 93, and 111 last start.
And still some swing and miss stuff going. That was 94.
94, and he knew it was coming. 3-1 fastball, and he was a little tardy. Up and in, top corner of the zone.
And strikeout number 9. If that's it for Steven Strasburg, he is finished with a flourish tonight, having a chat with Hunter Wendell-Stedt, and he goes 7 for the 5th time this year.
Set to lead this thing off. Time for your 4th drive of the game. Let's go back to the very first frame. Bryce Harper going big fly, 421 feet, 111 miles an hour. A couple of RBI to get him to 94 on this season. 6 shy of 100. Never driven in 100. He's getting close. Heard your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Top of the 8th. 3-4-5, Harper, Rendon, and Soto. Phillies just called up with a couple of other guys 2 days ago. 22-year-old Enyel De Los Santos from San Pedro de Macorís. And for him this year, it'll be his 4th appearance at the big league level. Started a couple of times. A lot of hits, 15 Ks, and rather 15 hits in 12 innings and just 9 Ks. So Bryce working on a 1-for-3 night with the 2-run homer. 94 to get ahead.
De Los Santos fastball averages 94. Curveball change to go with it. Occasional slider. So in that auction, there's a Bob Henley helmet and sunscreen autographed. The winning bidder can pick it up from Bob on September 24th. So zombie third base coach package is what I'm calling it. It's his helmet that he's wearing right there. It's autographed, and then sunscreen with his picture on it, it looks like, and an autographed bottle. It's called Hen Frog Sunscreen. It says SPF 1000 on it. So go bid on that. Hen Frog Sunscreen, SPF 1000.
That's funny. And he'll send you somewhere, so you better have a chat quick. 0-2 to Harper. Shift on. And Bryce will take the fastball up that Knapp tried to pull down. New battery. Andrew stays in to catch after pinch hitting. And that changeup just floated away.
It's a different arm delivery, isn't it? Funky. Short arm delivery with 96.
They list him at 6'3", 170. He looks bigger. Yeah, bigger than that. Not taller, bigger. And a 2-2. And Bryce will hit this one way down the left side.
That might have been his weight when he signed, but he ain't 170 right now. He looks like he's more 200 pounds than 170.
Looking like Coda Glover for the 8th inning. Fastball rides up and in. There's Coda, who's been good. Strasburg tonight, most strikeouts since he struck out 10 Braves June 1st at Atlanta. Longest outing since May at San Diego. That one right down to the first baseman. Santana handles it. Rice is 1 for 4 tonight. There's the music. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Beautiful night over at Independence Hall. Rendon 1 for 3, first inning double, scored on a Ryan Zimmerman base hit. And the breaking ball drops in to steal the strike. We showed you Glover. Dan reports that Sean Doolittle is available tonight. Should it become a save situation, be great to have that not happen and have him available for the Cubs tomorrow at home. Just hanging out, watching some baseball. And Anthony Rendon will hit that one out of play down the opposite side. Joe Ross for the Nats tomorrow.
If Wander Suero was warming up, he'd be in danger right there. How about that pitch last night with the game on the line?
Man.
He caught a cleat, winning run on so many weird things happened in that game last night. caught a cleat, didn't know what to do, so he let go of it. Winning run on third base.
And Rendon's going to line one to left center. You know, it was interesting, and that ball goes to the wall. They couldn't cut it off. So Anthony Rendon's going to make it to 39 doubles on the year with that swing.
All right, just like we promised, it's time for the Miller Lite Hold True moments. Sixth inning. Watch how far this one goes. 2 strikes. And a far one. Home run number 19 for Juan Soto. So approaching 300 average with 20 home runs. And making a statement for Rookie of the Year. And also showing that he's one of the best players in the league.
Well, was that ball touched?
Could be an interesting scenario right here.
First base open. Nats up by 4. You know, you talked about that play last night. That was close to being a balk. I saw a highlight today from the Northwest League, and the Salem Ball Club out in Oregon walked off for a championship when the pitcher on the other team caught a cleat and balked.
Saw that.
Swirl, I guess, able to get it somewhere, at least headed forward, and it just turned out to be a pitch way outside. Runner from third couldn't go anywhere, and the Nats went on to win.
Yeah, to his credit, he didn't let that rattle him a bit. Got right back in the strike zone. He's been one of the better relievers for Davey Martinez's bullpen for the last month or so. That was just an odd play.
1-1. Soto reaching, and a bouncer to the right side. De Los Santos gets it from Santana. Rendon to third, 2 outs.
All right, fourth inning. Remember, Ryan got the base hit in the first to make it 3-0. Then this made it 4-0. A loud home run. He loves sitting here too, doesn't he? 402 feet, 29 degrees on the launch angle. Well, Dubal Herrera almost caught that too. That was close, but not to be. Number 13 for Ryan on the year. Big knock here with 2 outs and take that whole grand slam tying the game up out of the equation.
Oh-2. Hit it well. Santana knocks it down, kicks it, and he recovers to make the play to the pitcher. Nats will strand only their 4th runner all night. They've made great use of their hits. And on 9 hits, it's 5-1 as this one goes to the bullpen. Bottom 8.
T-Mobile. What a night for the big right-hander, number 37. 9 strikeouts, no walks, in command from the time he walked out from the third base dugout and touched the mound. Just 1 run on 5 hits over 7. 101 pitches, 64 of those for strikes. And with the win tonight, he goes to 12-2 career against the Phils.
Yeah, great numbers for 24 starts against the Phillies. One of his 2 career shutouts against them as well. So 101 pitches, 64 strikes. Only 1 inning tonight. He gave up more than 1 hit in an inning. That was because of J.P. Crawford's hit, knocked down by Wilmer Defoe. So here's Koda Glover. He has tossed scoreless relief in 8 consecutive outings dating back to August 26th. Only 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks, and 6 2/3. So he's retired 20 of the last 22 batters he has faced. First up, Cesar Hernandez.
Yeah, fastball 96, cut the fastball at 92, curveball and a changeup.
Hernandez 2 for 4 against Koda, who pitched a 1 hit, 1 strikeout, scoreless 7th in game 1 yesterday. Up in the zone, 95, 1-1. So that was a 16-mile-an-hour difference between the number 1 and the curveball there. One and 2, and it's out to left center. Soto playing kind of shallow over to grab it. First out.
All right, winter's right around the corner. Well, not really. December 1st and 2nd, though. You come to Nats Park this year. That's the cool part of this whole thing. It's been a fantastic presentation every year. Nice way to get together in the off season. But if you buy your tickets before September 30th, you save tons of money. Visit Nationals.com for 2018 Nationals Winterfest presented by StubHub.
I'm trying to remember. I think maybe the last time we had it at Nationals Park was 2010.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that.
Just a guess. It's been a long time. That's a curveball that kept hanging upstairs, and Hoskins out of the way. He's 0 for 3 tonight. 0 for 1 career against Glover. And he doubles up on it, leaves it high, 2-0. Second time he's had that heater right under the ceiling of the strike zone. Hoskins didn't like it.
Yeah, that was up. Take it. Good run on that. Might have been a changeup at 88.
2-2, and Hoskins pulls it. Can it stay fair? Nope. It's 329 right down the line there. And juts out to 334 right off the corner. Upstairs, 3-2.
Up by 4, go right after, make him earn it.
Quite a battle here. Pitch number 8 coming. And he walked him with 1 out. So Dan, we had a little fun with faces, mouths, and teeth here last night. What's up?
Yeah, the fun continues today, Bob. Spencer Keyboom told us that he's going to get the missing tooth replaced. This is the scene from yesterday. Homered, his first career big league homer, while missing a tooth that had fallen out earlier. It was a temporary tooth, so he's going to get it replaced in the next day or two. He said, my snaggle tooth is not the momentum that we're going to ride on the rest of the season. I said, come on, man, you got to let it ride. He said, I'm from Georgia. I see enough mouths like this. I don't need to be one of them.
Wow.
He said it. We didn't.
Oh.
I'd say he's fun to be around. He's a character.
They are. The Keybooms are fun. Can't wait to see Carter here someday. Little brother had quite a first professional season. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jose Bautista for Nick Williams here. Bautista career against Glover. Looks like the first time. Home run in this series, 1 for 4 overall.
He did a big at bat in the bottom of the 9th last night. Bases loaded, 2 outs, popped up on a 1-0 pitch. They're close.
Good looking cutter. 2-2.
Bautista didn't like it by his reaction.
And that's a double play ball if Turner can handle it. Little problem at the beginning. And then Defoe kind of got flat-footed. Caught there as Hoskins was approaching. So the Nats get the lead runner, 6-4, 2 down.
That came up in bit, Trey. The infield seems to be playing decent. Kind of sat on that one, got an extra hop, and then Wilmer just turned it for the heck of it. It's not one they're going to want to show on the highlight reel, but got an out anyway, stayed with it.
Here's their cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. Struck out by Glover yesterday, 0 for 2 against him. way early on the breaking ball.
Ball girl missed it. She got booed.
Yeah,
shocking. That was a hard one though in her defense. That ball was smoked.
One and two. They have waited till now to get their first game of the doubleheader underway in New York. Marlins at the Mets. Wow. They've already called off game 2. And Glover gets a ground ball hit sharply, foul again. She got this one. There was no carom that time.
Sarah had pressure on her. Did you hear the crowd? They were like, oh. Hey, you're only as good as your last play. Santana's not taking anything out of his swing here with 2 strikes.
Yeah, thinking 5-3. But he pops it into left for Soto. Nationals pitching outstanding tonight. Strasburg for 7. Another scoreless outing for Glover. To the 9th we go. BIOS by Verizon Exmo. 100% fiber optic network. 100% phenomenal. Visit getfios.com. Top of the 9th, Enyel De Los Santos still pitching. Matt Wieters, Wilmer Defoe. And we'll see who pinch hits. The Nats 5-1. They've out hit the Phillies 9-5. And Jose Bautista, after pinch hitting, stays into play right field. Matt Wieters 1 for 3 tonight.
Trying to add on here and put this thing way out of reach and get out of dodge with a sweep.
Yeah, the Nats trying to make it 5 in a row. way outside, 3-2. High in the air left field, Rhys Hoskins. Defoe, looks like Andrew Stevenson will get an AB in the number 9 spot coming up.
You know, the last time we were here wasn't long ago, what, end of August? And I felt like the Phillies looked like they had played a lot of games, is a nice way of putting it. And this time, even more so. The Nats seemed to out-energy them this whole series. Huh.
That was way off the plate.
Setting up outside, and that was as big a miss as you're ever going to see. See where this one goes. Stay tuned. All right. Scary part when you miss like that is the umpire's exposed. Take one right in the kneecap.
Strike call. Wander Suero for the 9th. Pinpoint control on the last couple pitches, 2 outs.
Yeah, paint right here, 96.
Andrew Stevenson will be the pinch hitter in the 9th spot. He's had a base hit and an RBI in this series.
One of the heroes last night in the 9th.
Yeah.
Did a nice job off the bench. That's not easy for a youngster.
Hit a sharp ball to short. Drove in a run, kept things moving. Under the bat of Andrew Stevenson, 1-2.
This guy got good stuff. With the short arm delivery, it seems like it's playing up from the 96, 97 you're seeing. Got a quick arm. Doesn't show you the baseball to the last second like that, and you see in the late swings. That probably looks like 100 if you're standing in the box based on what we're seeing and how they're swinging at it.
Two.
Hanging tough.
Yeah, he's had some good series of moments this year. 13 RBIs, his first big league homer. 16 for 64 for a .250 average, and 4 pinch hits, a homer, 7 RBIs. 2-2 to Andrew. Big gap in right center. Target away. He missed on the other side, and a foul.
Another good rip. Good balance after the swing.
Called third strike. The Nats are 3 outs away from a series sweep in Philly and a 5-game winning streak. Here comes Suero. And brought to you by American Standard Heating and Air. Find your local independent American Standard Heating and Air dealer at MidAtlanticComfort.com. And by Lexus. Experience amazing. Ben Franklin Parkway down to the Art Museum. Rocky, the steps. This one going to the bottom of the ninth. We'll summarize one more time for you. Harper struck early after a Turner first inning single. Anthony Rendon doubled. Zimmerman drove him in with a base hit. Then Ryan homered in the fourth. And then Juan Soto in the sixth. A monster shot. 19th of the year. Steven Strasburg not on that panel. But his pitching a big key to tonight. 1 run, 5 hits in 7 outstanding innings. No walks, 9 strikeouts. Wander Suero to try to nail this thing down. First up for the Phils as Drupal Cabrera. Ball cutting for a strike. Everything he throws seems to have cut to it.
Yeah, fastball, cutter, curve. Curve's nasty, and he just seems to be getting swagger and confidence with every outing. I love watching this guy pitch. He's fearless. This goes right after guys. You remember we first got called up, kind of feeling around, does my stuff play at the big league level? And every single time he goes out there, he gets better and better. And maybe meaner and meaner.
That's not a bad thing.
Right. You pitch in the late innings, you got to have some of that in you.
Sean Doolittle is throwing. That's up by 4 right now. They'd have to get 2 base runners to make it a safe situation. Shouldn't happen on that one. Harper waiting, 1 out. Odubel Herrera and J.P. Crawford, the next 2 Phillies. Joe Ross and the Cubs are listing Mike Montgomery, who was scheduled to start on the day the game got rained out Sunday. 4:05 here on Masson. Masson 2 tomorrow. If you can make it to the ballpark, come and watch a different kind of afternoon. Cubs flying back from Chicago, then they'll go back to Chicago.
Both teams are going to be amped up on coffee tomorrow because it's going to be a late night for the Nats by the time they get back to DC. It's going to be a later night for the Cubs. They're only in the 6th inning right now in Chicago, but that's what, an hour and 20-minute flight.
Yeah, and they usually play like a 2:20 game on Friday. We're told that they have moved their game to a night game Friday at Wrigley to give them more recovery time on their way back home. Smart move, if the weather's fine.
Hey, based on all the stories, they were the ones that made us wait around till midnight, so I have no sympathy for the Cubs. But that was an MLB decision.
Suero has it. Fires to Zimmerman. 2 down.
There's still something going on there between those two, right? Herrera's looking back right now. Suero was looking at Herrera, and I guess one more out to get.
This will be the longest winning streak for the Nats since May, when they won 6 in a row, going through Miami and Baltimore.
I think Wander looked back to his own dugout once he flagged that down, and that got Odubel's attention. He grabbed it, looked back toward the third base dugout, and then threw it to first.
Crawford 3 for 3 tonight.
That's what I'm talking about. Watch. That didn't feel good. You know what else wouldn't feel good? This giant spider on my monitor right now if it bit me. We need an out. I'm good. See it?
Daddy Longlegs.
No, that thing's, that's one of those ones that if it bites you, you die in like 30 seconds or less. Okay. We need an out.
1 and 2. And that is it. Ball game started at 7:09, finished up at 10:05. The Nats sweep the Phillies, dealing, if not a fatal blow to their playoff hopes, a big time serious blow to any chance Philadelphia has of catching Atlanta. The Phillies are now 7.5 back. The Nats are 8 back. And it's on to Nationals Park to face the Cubbies tomorrow.
Love the way they're playing. Might be a tad late, but hey, they're not quitting. They're battling. They're going out there fatigued after back-to-back doubleheaders. They could have just shown up tonight and said, hey, we won a doubleheader yesterday. We just beat the Cubs at a doubleheader. Let's just show up. They didn't, and they beat the Phillies 5-1 to sweep them. It's good stuff.
Have you had enough of us? Well, too bad. We've got a final word coming back after.